Okie dokie. It's time for the stream. Let's have a look at what I was doing in the last one here. Where is my... I'm trying to remember what... Which one was this? Can't remember what all my different worlds were now. We'll see though, soon enough. I had something good in one of these. Let's have a look. Yep. And yep. And yep. Okay. Almost finished with the setup. I've started to get a bit more I think that's the right one. Sometimes I'm not sure if the thing works, so I just like to check it very briefly. Yep, fine. Okay, most of the time I am sure about it though. And put some music on as well, why not? Aha, this is the one I thought it might be, I was hoping for. So this is what I made. One sec actually. We'll just do something like this. It doesn't really matter. I was thinking that maybe, well, I kind of did finish this. I didn't put any glass in the windows. I was wondering if I had done that. I couldn't actually remember. I feel like I did the squid pretty well. It took a long time to decide on like the colours for it. And this was supposed to be like a veranda. I did a simple roof on this. Yeah, very simple roof. But I sort of felt they didn't need it. Man, honestly, I think this looks really good. Like, really good. Yeah, I was pretty happy with this one. And I was thinking, because the thing is, right, because of the nature of these videos, they don't get a huge amount of views, but I think I could potentially do them on live stream. And this is what I started with. I started off with the sheep one. And I really like, this is where I did this, the eyelash dormer window. So I had like this concept of doing like various different dormer windows, which I thought was really cool. And then, what was I doing with that? Oh, that's right. I actually removed some of this stuff. Because you can do, if I'm not mistaken, if you do this, no, wait. You do that, and then can you just put it down? Yeah, you can. See, I never realised that was the way the blocks worked. I'm not sure if you can do a fence post in that though. You might be able to. Can you? Sorry, it's this way around, isn't it? You can't do that though. I don't understand why that is the case though. That's so weird. What if I put down the does this one work? Is it just torches? What is that about? That is really odd. So you place down the torch. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Which one was this? pretty sure it was either terracotta. Is it white terracotta? It might be. Yeah. So how did I manage to get that? Torch. I think that's the only one that works in. I did actually remove that. There's actually a video where afterwards I realised it's probably not the greatest idea to remove that. But this was, to be honest, this space that I had up here was probably my favourite space. Because I had the eyelash dormer here. There was just something about this space that was just really, really nice. I don't know why I'm sort of slipping and sliding all over the place. What have we done here? I'm not sure. I guess maybe it's just being... Oh no, it's because I was flying, that's why. But yeah, I really do like this space. I had some nice... It was nice... There's some nice variation. Because the thing is, right, when you're doing variation in building, I think there's like two ways to do it, aren't there? There's one, you can just change the block type of something, or give it edges and stuff. But I think the better way to do it... Is that right? Yeah, I know what you mean, not quality. I'm not sure what you can place, to be honest. Like, for instance, here's one that I'm not sure about. If we had, say, mycelium, would I be able to then... I mean, obviously I can place a mushroom on there, right? But the question is, can I place this and then this? Okay, I can. I'm curious to see like what ones I can actually do. The trick is you have to click on like this bit here on the outside. You know, maybe I wasn't doing that before. I think I wasn't, you know. Let me just check the DC pixel. I think that's wrong. I think I came up with the wrong solution for it. If I click, as long as I click like here, right? Yeah. I think most of the time you can click there. Funnily enough, it would actually be better just to use a grass block. Let me just turn the music down a bit, because I remember I turned it up in the previous. Alright, so can I do the... Because to be honest, this is actually like a better technique than I thought. So can I do this? You can literally place anything, I think. Oh wait, what happened there? Okay, this one still doesn't work then. Even if you place it correctly. Let me just check that one more time. No, it just pops off. Okay. I think it's to do with like how big the item is. Like, what about this? So basically, is that too big? If you look at the size of it, that is definitely bigger, right? But to be honest, this looks bigger. The torch, I think. Yeah, I know you can do stuff like that. Yeah, you can do stuff with the slabs, yeah. So I think I can get underneath this, can I? I can get in that one block space, let's have a look. Oh no, I can't. I can get down here. So this, I can't, right? This is 1.5, this space. So I should be able to get in here, right? Yeah. So basically, while I'm under here, I'll remain constantly crouched. Well, kind of. Yeah, I am crouched. Yeah. That is crouched. Okay. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure about that change. It's not the greatest change, to be honest. Okay, so then I did the pig one. The thing about doing the pig, one of the things about doing the pig face is that it's very hard to get the pig face right. You always get, you can extrude, you can make it go out a bit, but otherwise getting the colours right for this is very, very difficult. I tried this for about 20 minutes, and in the end you just have to go for a sort of like a palette of various different colours. This is one that wasn't. I did quite like this window. This was an interesting window design I did. I'm trying to remember what this one was called. Oh yeah, this was cool. This is called a sun tunnel. So the idea is when you have the sun, say here, the sun will sort of go through. Again, didn't put any doors on. And I did some stuff with the these windows. I actually quite like these windows though. This is quite a cool effect, having like windows like that. I think having them different lengths was cool. Doing this is really hard though. There's still a problem around the back of this one. If you look around here, I had to leave this open because once you fill that in, it changes colour. It's really weird. And then after that we went on to the cow one. I feel like the cow's eyes are not that colour, but it was just a little bit. Finally, the thing about the cow is actually got an amazing. When you actually put the whole face of the cow in, it's got a great. The pixel art on the cow's face is amazing anyway. But you obviously see a lot more detail. You always. This texture colour was nice actually, doing like a grey, because what I decided, right, is that there's certain things I'm going to do that is going to be able to, and this was the storage unit, which I was quite happy with actually in the end. It's a very, this place has got like a very sleek industrial sort of design. I could actually copy this for a base. This is something that I probably would actually use. Not the shulker boxes, obviously, because I don't have them. But if I'm just using regular chests, I could easily use that. Vertical windows are nice as well. Did I do anything upstairs here? Not much, probably. This was a very difficult window to get right, though. You see, this space is different. It's got a different vibe to it. But again, similar to the sheep house, I do like the. This is what they call a flat roof dormer. You see, you shouldn't be able to have a. You see, when you actually build this, it's difficult to imagine how you're going to get a window in like that. But if you look on the outside, you really have to see on the outside to see actually how I've done this. But you can see, essentially it is. Well, it should be fairly symmetrical. I guess it's not that symmetrical. Maybe I didn't do it quite right. Yeah, maybe I didn't. You know, it was difficult to get this one right. I don't think I did. I had to do it slightly differently. Because it's kind of like it's hard to even think of like how this is done, but you have to have like you have to imagine like a right angled triangle with the right angle right there. And like these inner walls represent the inner side of the triangle. There's definitely work to be done on this roof. Certainly the downstairs, together with the unit, are more impressive. But the plan with this was always just to go through the animals. Not all of them. There's only a few. Because if you look at the different... Like, for instance, this is white. And then we've got like the pink, sort of red sort of thing. We have the cow, which is black and white. And then we have obviously... And that was why I decided like we need to go different colours. So I went to the squid. And what I've actually decided to do is the remaining three will probably be cod, pufferfish and parrot. And the reason that is, because I think that would be cool. And then on this one, I wanted to move into something else. And then, again, very difficult build to get the squid right. But I think I did the squid really nicely. There's a real kind of... I wanted to have a nice high roof. High roofs are cool, but they give you a different look. And what I really liked as well is the detail you get by seeing the roof through the top there. That's something which basically wherever you stand, apart from maybe right in the corner, and even then you get it actually. You get this this sense of movement from the roof, which is really cool. And this veranda is quite cool as well. I think I made it fairly symmetrical. Yeah, it looks pretty symmetrical. I did an extra little bit of detail as well on this section. So we will return to this, whether it will be in a live stream. This is something that I may consider, because obviously I've got it in my world here. Don't need to reload the game, so that gives it a huge advantage. But there's plenty of other things to look at. I don't have any much clay though. Getting clay and concrete. I always forget the recipe for concrete today. That's not good. It's not good. But what can you do, right? What can you do? It's quite a nice chill out tune, this one. So what was going on there with the loading screen? But hey, at least that world works. That's good. I don't know what goes on with loading. It looks like it's raining, so we're not falling through the world. I found that the falling through the world bugs seem to be mostly fixed. Got a lot of stuff in inventory. Sometimes you just need to... Oh yeah, I remember where we are. This is where the portal is. We've got a portal right here. Okay, so we need to... So at this stage we need to head back at some stage. It might be worth checking out. I think I decided this and I didn't quite get around to it. Just getting a few more diamonds. Andesite. Do we ever... We've got an iron there. Truth is, getting iron never hurts. You always need iron, especially if you're building like rail tracks everywhere. You're never gonna have no need for iron. And I'm also quite low on coal at the moment. So I mean, 2 stacks of coal, 2 stacks of, well, 1 stack of iron maybe. I'd like to find some diamonds though if I could. But yeah, there's different ways I'm thinking of doing the live stream. Like, I could have like, especially now we're updated to OBS Studio, it's like... I don't know, there's more things I feel I can do, which is kind of cool. Let me just give this a refresh. For some reason, whenever I load up this the live stream thing, I always have to do at least 1 refresh. Just because it doesn't seem to want to update it. Once I've done a refresh, it's fine. But you need to do that initial one for whatever reason. I'm just gonna... There we go. Okay. It's all good. But yeah, while we got like no one in the chat, or no one in the stream even, this is always a good time to like just do stuff like... And of course then we get one. Or maybe that wasn't. I can never tell when I refresh. Sometimes I think... I'm not sure. But I have a feeling that when I press refresh, it says there's a person, but in fact it's just me refreshing. Because realistically, when you're the streamer, you don't need to see... it would be helpful if I could see the video and the stream in different windows. Remember, we're on hard mode, and we should have mob spawns, but again, I'm not certain about it. Sounds like some lava around. There definitely is some. What Y level are we at here? Really, I'm at 55. Okay, I didn't realise I was that high. In that case, I may not go. I may just go back. because that's too high, to be honest. Grab some more coal, grab some more iron and go back. I think that's the best plan. Because, yeah, getting down 50 levels just for basically what is just a random spot. It was very convenient, and I could just have a little poke around. Or there was like even if there was a big drop somewhere, very convenient, I would have a look, right? But without that, not much point. But iron, always point to that. But yeah, I do want some more diamonds. I feel like I haven't got enough at this stage. That was where I decided to dig up. Let's just get all the coal I can get here. It's going to make my... Because you have different times, right, when you want to find coal. And times when you really cannot be bothered. And this is one of those times where I can be bothered. I think one of the interesting things about streaming is that you have to react. Like now, for instance, if suddenly 10 people came to the stream, I would immediately stop mining coal. Which is kind of interesting. We can probably chuck away another brick. We're already on 2 stacks on the second stack. There was nothing further here there. Okay. Okie dokie. I was actually thinking, one of the reasons why I started the stream looking at the house was that I was thinking maybe I should go and... A nice vein here. Yeah, I mean 45 iron. Not a shabby number actually. And almost a stack, about a stack and a quarter of coal. But didn't find anything, so there's actually only one more cardinal direction to go in at this stage. I would say I've really not found any. In terms of the portals, I've done 3 of them. I haven't found a single thing that I want yet. So we could try to go for the 4th one. What is this? This is so funny that you get rain here. I literally got no understanding of why that is the case. But okay, so I tried to make this path fairly safe. So what? Was this the way I came before? It may not be. I mean, I certainly came from there somehow. That is a good... Don't want to hang around too long. I feel like I did go through somewhere. Maybe it's through here. Can we jump out here now? I mean, this seems like the best way back, right? Because we're almost out. Yeah, I'm generally not sure exactly how I managed to make it through there before. It wasn't like that, I don't think, no. But that's still, I mean, it still does the job, right? And this, I believe, is a fairly safe path down. But yeah, so it's fairly safe around here. I'm still very wary of these mobs though. Especially this baby zombie that keeps on running around. Let's just deposit some stuff because my inventory's pretty full at the moment. Gotta be careful for night time as well, we don't want any phantoms. But again, I don't know how long I've spent. And there's certain ways as well, like you have to see you later, right? Some skellies over there. Got quite a lot of spawns, you see. Need to wait for the world to load in properly. Did I pick up any mushrooms in the end? That was the whole point I went to the nether, wasn't it? Of course I didn't. Nope. Of course not. Of course not. Should we do the fourth one? I'm very tempted to do the fourth one, to be honest. Let's just ditch some of our stuff. We've got loads of wool. You know one thing I don't have? I don't have the blocks, the proper blocks around here. Thing is, I would like to have a house. Do I want to make the house like in the valley or in the? I'd probably still want it at the top, right? Yeah, probably somewhere in the middle of these two sections. Or somewhere near this tree would be a good place for it. I think it would be cool to have a house around here. And maybe like even somewhere which would be nearby. Somewhere near this tree. I'll get the mushrooms. What I think I might want to do is make the house. Because I'm pretty sure nowadays you can actually use mushrooms. Let me just check this very briefly actually. Because I'm not sure about this one. It's just going to be easier to do it like this. I want actually, if I'm going to make like a proper house, because I've realised that the thing is that the way I'm doing houses, it's just like as soon as I get like the material, I just put it in, and you can't really make a house like that. This is my little cat area. Those that missed it. I'm not going to talk about this though at this point. Hey there, David. How you doing? I'm not playing on a server, dude. I'm just playing single player. Actually, I don't want to go too far from the cats. We'll just go about here. Alright, so for those that don't know, I don't know if you know about this, David. If you plant a spruce tree, you'll notice that when you grow it, you get this. You get the grass will turn in, or dirt will turn into pod soil. So that's super useful, right? Then we can fill. I wonder if there's a way, like, if I do like a fill without knowing the direction. For instance, so say we start here. No, there'll be no way to do the whole area. Is there a way to do the whole area? You know what you'd have to do is you'd have to start something like this. You'd have to go -5 on this one. Yeah, if you do this, it will do the whole area, even if you don't know the direction, right? So if I do a fill of those three, and then we go, and we know that we're within 5 blocks of this thing, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do. Why is that happening like that? Will it not let you do that? Why is that not working? That makes no sense. That really makes no sense, doesn't it? Am I just missing like the most basic syntax of this, or what? I just don't believe that's correct. That can't be correct. I've literally done this before. Like 1,000,000 times. Have they really changed this? That is so weird that it works like that now. It makes you think it's wrong when it's not. I think this is like 20 high. But you see, if I do this... Yeah, it's always going to get rid of that. Regardless of my orientation, of course. Of course I didn't go high enough. But I went so close to being high enough, it's not really that necessary to worry about. Okay, but that wasn't really why I came here. The reason I came here was I wanted just to briefly check the mushroom situation. So, there isn't. I wonder if this is a thing at all. No. I did a video all about the mushrooms actually. Okay, so we get shears. Because obviously if you break them you just get regular mushrooms. But I believe there was an addition. No, I could look it up, but I don't need to. Because I'm going to find out right now anyway. Oh. Can you not get these blocks? Because that would make this... It would make my plan then basically pointless. You can't, can you? Isn't there a way? Is there a different way to get these or what? That is not good. No, I'm not getting them. Let me see if there's a way to get these. You know what's annoying as well? Is that probably that guy that just came in, this David guy, he probably thought I was ignoring him, but because I'm on... There was a time when you could get there. Huh. Originally, shearing a mushroom dropped 5 red mushrooms. Is there a way to get the block though? I'm not sure, you know. Mushroom block. Oh, there's a page on it. Obtaining. Wait. What is up with this? Is it an axe? Maybe it's just an axe. Is that the problem? No, I'm not getting it. You can break it quickly with an axe. I can see that. Only silk touch, it looks like. Let me just check. I just checked the silk touch business. They can only be treated with a silk touch tool. I can think you can put a silk touch on an axe. I wonder if you enchant an axe, if you've got more chance of getting silk touch than getting enchanting it. Let me just check this, because this is important to know, right? Because I'm sure you get it, right? Yeah. Obtainable with silk touch. So the only things you can get: blue ice, can't get it normally. Bookshelf. What? It's not everything you can get. For instance, you can't get like a carrot garden or a beetroot garden. You can get the campfire, which would normally... What does the campfire even do? I forgot about the campfire, actually. Frosted ice? What was frosted ice? I don't even remember that block. Oh. I never even thought of that. That's funny. Frosted ice is actually a block that only exists with Frostwalker. Okay. The problem is, isn't the frosted ice, isn't that always ticking though? That's the problem, right? I was thinking. Frosted ice is always ticking. But anyway. Oh, wait a minute. Is this in the inventory or what? me see this. I've got to see this one. Is it actually not gonna... Let me see. So what types of ice do we have? Okay, so there's... So basically there's 4 types of ice, is what I'm gathering. Okay, so that's regular ice. This is frosted ice. Then we have packed ice. And oops. There's not much difference, but they are different, for sure. Basically, it looks to me that frosted ice is basically a combination of the colour of regular ice, but the texture of packed ice. That's what it looks like, right? Kind of. Well, a little bit less. No, I think it is the texture, because I'm looking at these blocks here. You can see there's definite 3 white pixels in this one. And I guess that one has it as well. This is just a little bit more, isn't it, the frosted ice? If you were like tweening between these two, would be an intermediary stage. There's very little difference there. But what I find interesting is that, yeah, you can't get frosted ice in the inventory though. That's kind of cool. But anyway, I wasn't really looking at that. Okay. One thing I do find interesting though is that is crazy though, isn't it? There's a whole type of ice I didn't even know about. That's super fun though. I'm just curious like how they all look different. So this one is frosted ice, right? Is this just going to break though? Oh, it does. See, this is tight on a timer, this thing. That's not good, is it? This whole thing is going to break. That is so weird when you think about it. That basically, yeah, you can see it's already breaking. Can't you do it like with no... I need to... We're going to get so much lag here. Well, that was handy. I think I managed to avoid hitting the cats. That's still cool though. I wonder what you can even do with that. It's kind of weird. Because if you know that it's all going to melt. You know what's kind of weird about that is that if you know it's going to melt. Yeah, the problem is you can't get the item form. Can you give... Can I get it? It won't let me have it. Anyway, okay. So that's one thing anyway. You can get coral blocks with. I'm just thinking if there's anything else you can get which is unusual that I wouldn't have thought of getting. You see a sea lantern that needs silk touch. Okay, that's good to know though about the frosted ice. It's probably something which has been in the game for a while, but I like to know what the different blocks are, right? I mean, who doesn't? Okay. Now, let me see if I can do... Let's see if I've got a link to this one, because I'm just curious to see if... enchant calculator, that's what we want. Alright, so say I want silk touch, right? And we're going to put it on an iron axe. We'll say a golden axe, right? Let's try with the gold. We know gold's good, right? So probability to get the enchantment silk touch based on the XP level bet. If I do 30 XP on a golden axe, I got a 20% chance of getting it, right? If I do 30 XP on a golden pickaxe, what's my chances then? So it's always 21.8%, it looks like. Finally, if you've got a 7% chance, efficiency 4 and fortune 3. You've got a pretty decent chance. So if I use 30 XP points, I got 38% chance of getting fortune on it with a golden tool. 38%, and with a diamond tool, yeah, it's much less. 34%. It's not that much less, but it's still a little bit less. Let me see the banner gallery on this website. I want to try and do some of these banners. They look cool. Let's try some of the creeper faces. How do you do it? Huh. Okay, so we've got a banner, right? And I believe I'm curious if I can improve my So basically, I'm just curious like how quickly you can get this done with the loom. Because if you sort of know some of the tricks for it. So we won't do the very beginning bit. So we've got the cyan banner. So do I just put the dye in here or what? So maybe like that. There we go. The problem is, right, is we want to have the gradient. This should provide a gradient. Okay, it's that one. Purple gradient. And then we need Inksec and Creeper. We're going to just try a variety of banners. I just want to get like a feel for the banners, right? So this should be... Oh, that's weird. Why can you not let me put this in? Okay, so the loom doesn't work. That's good to know. Well, not really, to be honest. What is this? That is the recipe. Oh no, of course. Sorry. It's like this, isn't it? That's still not working. What's up with that? Let me just try with the loom again. If I put the banner in, black dye, and can I put the creeper head in as well? No. So it would be, the black dye would go there. That doesn't seem to work though. You need to do it with the creeper face. Actually, what I'm trying to achieve with this, I could probably spawn, I could use a spawning. You know what the thing is though, is that I think you have to do it the other way around now. From what I understand. This is the this is what I'm trying to create. It does say the same thing though, doesn't it? It's so weird. I don't know why that's not working. I think to be honest, you have to do it the other way around. So this is a cyan banner, right? So we get a cyan banner. Can I then add, let's see if I can add the charge first. Ink sac doesn't even go in there. Can't even put the creeper head in there. What was that about? Let me just see how they do it. Base colour, yeah. Pattern 1, yeah. You know what I need to remember is there is something wrong here. Can I not even do... How do you get the... It's probably because I'm forgetting how to do this bit. I always forget how to do the special ones, right? Yeah, ominous banner. Outside of End Cities there's a banner, is there? I didn't even realise that. So brick, cactus, and banner. The thing is about this is that there's so many like obscure ones. It's easy to. So what is it? So if I go brick, is that a brick? That is bricks. What have I got here? Bricks, yeah. Is this loom only or what? What's up with that, man? I feel like there's a lot I'm missing here. Until 114. Let me see what we've got in the history here. All recipes for banner patterns have now been removed. Oh. So it's not that it allows you to do it more easily. It's that you can't even do it at all anymore. You have to use the loom, right? So all this stuff is not working now. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the loom then. Because that's different. That is very different. Yeah, so that has completely changed. You can no longer make any banners apart from the standard ones. I think I actually did this as well. It might be gunpowder. I can't remember this is the problem. I can't remember the actual items that you use for this. Surely one of them is sunflower though, right? What? Banner pattern item. Let's see what these are. Oh, of course, this is how it works. Oh man, I've completely forgotten this already. Right. So you get the paper. So can you do this? So you do paper with the charge. Paper with the charge gets you the creeper charge. So can I do the cyan banner with the banner pattern? And then the one that I was trying to do, yeah, this is the solution. I completely, man, I completely forgot. But don't worry. and then we just need. So this will not work, but this works, right? So we go U with U, and then we want this one. Perfect. Okay. All right. So just to clarify, say we want to go from, I want to use this gradient one multiple times. So if I do, what if I do this with this? If I do that with that, that won't work. What if I do a white banner? I can't remember the actual rules for this, so I want to copy this to an extra one. Okay, so it has to be a blank one of the same color. That's the only rules, right? For the copying process. Great. Okay, that's good that we got that all sorted. So it's is it only Oxide Daisy or no? Isn't there a list of these? That would be handy, wouldn't it? I wish you just tell me the list of of the items. Because I can't remember them all. I think it does kind of. Let's make here's what I'm gonna do. We've obviously got the creeper banner. We're gonna make all of them with this texture with every single other thing in it, right? And we'll use black dye all the way, just to try to remember all this. Okay. So and for this we're going to need a load more cyan banners. Can you do multiple here? Oh, you can. That's so you can basically do it like that if you wanted. Okay. All right. So we need to just want to get like a bit more comfortable doing this. So to get the paper charge, we're going to need. Does the poppy work or no? It has to be the oxide, does it? I think it does have to be the oxide. It's not just like a regular. No, it has to be the oxide. And then the bricks. I know I've done this before, but I'm still like. The thing is, you can tell that this is going to be like a very important. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Bedrock edition only, right? Can't do that one. Is that just a regular enchanted? Is that a regular golden apple or an enchanted one? Let's have a look. It says enchanted, but you never know, it might not be. Has to be this guy. So that's the thing. Okay, let's get some of these on the go. So that one's the creeper charge. We need to do the flower charge. So the flower charge will be this, this, and that. So that's the flower charge pattern. Just so I can remember these things. And then we have the thing. It's the thing pattern. And just to remember the others. When I look at the list of these things. So it's just Skull Charge and Globe, I believe. Creeper Head we've done. Looks like Daisy. I'm looking at the list. With a Skeleton Skull. Where's the pirate one? So we've got the Willet Skeleton Skull here for the Skull Charge. Okay, so Skull Charge. So the Skull Charge is the pirate one. Okay. But oh, there's actually a picture right here. Huh. That's an obscure one. A leveled up cartographer. Master level cartographer villager. Okay. So let's try and get that. Can I do I should be able to choose. And we're going to have to go back. Just give me 1 second here. So we're going to summon. I would love to one day be able to do all this without even looking it up. It's not. We're not there yet, though. But the more I do it, the better it will get, I guess. I don't think I've ever thought of like an illusioner properly either. Is there a villager not here, or what? Oh yeah, it is. Profession. What is a cartographer? Because the cartographer is the job. I think they're a type of librarian, aren't they? Oh, weird. It's not doing that. It doesn't look like they've added this properly. I can't remember what. It's not there. Just give me a moment. I think they're definitely a librarian. They've got to be, right? Let me just check which. I can't remember which one the cartographer is. You would think they're a librarian because they've got the right jacket on. So this guy. So it's profession 1. I think it's probably this. Oh, you know, I don't need to worry about this, do I, nowadays? Because you just do this. Yeah. Duh. Finally, oh no, actually I can't get this because I'm nowhere near on it. Just curious to see. I just want to get the last one because you know, it's like kind of yesterday I was getting all the cats, so why not today get all the these guys, right? Glass panes. Right. I think it's really easy to level these guys up nowadays. You want more? Give me more glass panes. I do think it is like, it's a bit more fun, this sort of process. There you go. This should be enough. Wait a minute. I'm very curious to see what happens with this guy. These are definitely new. I kind of want to go through them all, even though I could look it up. It's kind of so fun to do this. What's not so fun is clicking the scroll bar on this thing. I mean, that is the one I want. Maybe that is just it. So that's the only way to get this guy. But that's cool though, it tells me that there's probably going to be more on that front at some stage. And this thing I think is new, because I don't recall seeing that before. It's an interesting pattern. That was odd. Can you go further with this? I can't remember if that is, it basically says that's the end. No, it's not, is it? I could really do some cool stuff. I really want to mess around with the... I could spend a long time doing this. And I think I may do, to be honest. Because if you think about it, if you get 6 levels of this, you're going to be able to do quite a lot. Anyway, a very quiet day today, so I think we're just going to leave it. Because I haven't really got much today. Not much. In terms of people here. We're back tomorrow though. See what happens then.